In 2011, I went to a marketing conference and met a couple who hired me for a $750 copywriting project. Over the next 10 years, they became a $1 million client. I met Marie Forleo, Jim Quick, and Brendan Burchard at events before they were big names in the industry. I've met business partners, mentors, friends, and of course, yes, clients at events and conferences. In fact, almost every life-changing and business-defining connection, referral, and relationship that I've made over the last 15 years can be sourced back to attending in-person events and networking face-to-face with real people. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 6 secrets for networking like a boss, even if you are a total introvert. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. Are you ready to take your networking skills and business to the next freaking level? Whether it's attending conferences, local meetups, or professional networking events, networking in real life with real people is quickly becoming a lost art in this age of online, everything, especially since the lockdowns of 2020, we've become so accustomed to staying at home in our little bubbles, in our little laptop laboratories, and doing everything online. And I think we have totally forgotten about how important and impactful real life connections are. I'm finding this mindset is particularly limiting for new freelancers and business owners, or anyone who identifies as an introvert. I get it, maybe you are terrified of putting yourself out there. Maybe you get all sweaty and nervous when you think about actually starting conversations with complete strangers because you're worried that you just won't know what to say. Maybe you are starting your online business because you want to do it from the comfort of your own home and you're like, wait, now you're telling me I have to leave my house? And listen, while it is entirely possible for you to build a successful business online without ever leaving your house, I am telling you it's a lot harder to build momentum that way, especially if you're starting from scratch. So if you are one of those people who shudders at the thought of networking, keep watching because I'm about to reveal my biggest networking tips for introverts in this video, including my biggest secret of all. And if you want even more tips and pointers for building your business, go ahead and subscribe to my channel below because I am bringing you brand new tutorials like this one every single week. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. But first, let's get to the big question you might be asking yourself. Why is networking that important in my business? So I want to start off by clarifying that there is nothing wrong with making online connections. Online networking is great and you can and should be doing that in your business too. I have made so many online friends. It is not an either or kind of thing. It's a yes and. Because here's the thing, the connections made at live events are unmatched. Attending networking events IRL allows you to meet people in your field, have real life conversations, and really develop actual relationships that you can continue to grow and cultivate. Throughout my career, I have been lucky enough to meet and become friends with some incredible entrepreneurs and marketers. People like Marie Forleo, Frank Kern and Jeff Walker, Andre Chaperone, Jim Quick, Brendan Burchard, Glo Atanmo and Patrice Washington, Amy Porterfield, and so many more. And none of these relationships and connections would have happened had I not been willing to get outside of my comfort zone and put myself out there to network. Yes, I had to leave my house. I also, as I mentioned earlier, landed my very first client at a marketing conference. So I was at an event in Phoenix in 2011 and I met this amazing couple and we just immediately hit it off. And like many people that go to marketing events, they owned a company and they were looking for some copywriting support. So they hired me for a small $750 project to help them rewrite a sales page for an upcoming promotion. That small project turned into another one, then into a bigger one, and then into a monthly retainer, then into a bigger monthly retainer, and eventually into a 6-figure-a-year client relationship, which lasted for over 10 years. Which means, if you do the math, I made $1 million from just one of the clients that I met at a networking event. Now, I met many more clients and even more people who referred me to clients at events. And even better than all of that, I met friends, mentors, and business besties who still, to this day, support me as I I build my business and go through this crazy journey of entrepreneurship, because you should not be doing this alone. Not to mention, almost every single speaker taking the stage at my upcoming marketing event, Posse Fest, I met at an event. So take it from me, networking and attending in-person events is the most valuable way to level up your business, especially if you are just getting started. So if there's anything that you take away from this video, Posse, it is to get out of your house, which of course is one thing to say, but quite another thing to put into practice if you're an introvert and experience any sort of social anxiety. But don't worry, you might not believe this, but I struggle with it too, and I got you. Here are 6 tips that you need to walk into that room with confidence and start networking like a pro. Starting with, attend the right events. Okay, so of course there is no shortage of events out there. There are a lot of different ways that you can approach networking. You can literally find networking events in just about any major city. There's different sites like Eventbrite or meetup.com that you can look at, but I don't recommend starting with an event like that, especially if you're introverted, because a lot of the time these events are basically just a bunch of people in a room wandering around and chatting, which can be super intimidating if you are a bit introverted and if you are going alone. So I would always recommend that first you go to an event that is more structured with guided discussions, speakers, and small group interactions. This makes it a learning experience for you and all of the other people in the room. And when it comes time to chat with that person next to you, you already have something to talk about because you're both there watching and listening to the same information. This takes nearly all of the work off of your shoulders. You don't have to come up with some cheesy opening lines or icebreakers. You don't have to try to initiate a conversation about something that you're not sure if the other person is even interested in. Because if you're both at the same event, then you're both interested in the topic of the event. It is as simple as that. It already gives you some common ground. And that brings me to another point about selecting the right event for you. Make sure that you're attending events that are a fit for your business. The goal is obviously to meet people and meet people whose goals and interests align with yours. And it's going to be harder to do that if you're attending just random events just for the sake of meeting people. I mean, if you're extroverted and you just love meeting people and you're not going there, as more of a strategic networking play, then the more power to you. Of course, you'll still make great connections anywhere and everywhere you go. But if you're looking to get more bang for your buck and you're looking to network strictly for the purpose of making more professional connections, then stick to industry-specific events that have some form of masterminding or guided connection happening. My upcoming marketing conference, Posse Fest Live, is a great example of both of these things. It is a 3-day event for freelancers, copywriters, marketers, and business owners who want to break the boring, dry marketing mold, rally their dream customers, and build a brand that stands out online today. We will have 2 full days of conversations led by some of the top names in the industry, many of whom I met at events, presenting on everything from funnel strategies, branding, email marketing, copywriting, AI, leadership, and more. And of course, so many juicy conversations in between. The 3rd day is a VIP mastermind day for more one-on-one conversations designed to help you solve your biggest business and marketing challenges. And because I understand the importance of networking and connection, I have literally baked it into my event by incorporating a lot of guided breakout sessions and small group conversations. That means that you'll be there interacting with other attendees with specific cues and prompts to discuss, which again takes all the pressure off for you to break the ice and just show up as yourself and have great conversations. We'll also have expert panel discussions, an after party and lunches, and lots of time for one-on-one networking. Posse Fest is the best of both worlds. I know because I have been to a lot of events. Not only will you learn everything you need to level up your area of business, but there is virtually no way you'll walk away without dozens of new connections and, yes, maybe potential clients. And it is happening this fall in my favorite city, Vancouver, and I will link to that in the description box below if you want to join me, my team, and a bunch of other Posse Festers live. So after you find the right event to attend, the next thing you need to keep in mind is number 2, don't go with the expectation of finding clients. Of course, you can hope, but don't expect it. While it is true that I found all of my clients through networking, like literally all of them, and according to HubSpot, 85% of jobs are filled through networking, that doesn't mean you should go to events, resume in hand, monologue ready, ready and start talking to everyone you're meeting like you're in the middle of an interview. No, that is probably the number one best way to make sure that you do not find any clients. When you attend events with that performance mindset, you're going to end up feeling really awkward and end up with a total expectation hangover. So instead, go with the hope of making new connections, even lifelong friends. 80% of professionals find networking essential to their career success, and almost 100% believe that face-to-face meetings build stronger long-term relationships. So that should be your number one goal. Regardless of whether those connections turn into clients, future opportunities, mentors, or business besties, just go in with the hope of connecting with cool, like-minded people and making some friends. It really is as easy as that. And this is exactly the advice that I gave to my introverted student who was nervous to attend her first live event. And this brings me to tip number 3, ditch the pitch. So this kind of goes along with number 2, but it is really important that it just needed its whole own category. You have likely heard it said that when you're attending a networking event, you need to prepare something and go in with your elevator pitch, which is a short 30-second pitch that you rattle off to everyone you meet that tells them who you are, what you do, and how you can help them, which might not sound like a bad idea at first. You want these people to know what you do and how you can help them, but the problem is, at the end of the day, this is a rehearsed sales pitch that's really designed to impress and sell the other person. And listen, I believe elevator pitches are really important, especially when you're pitching someone over email or DM and you need to cut through the fluff and just let them know who you are and why they need your help. But networking face to face is so much different than cold pitching. Remember, your number one goal is to create a connection and build a relationship. And who wants to build a relationship with someone who's just going around, rattling off the exact same pre-scripted, pre-rehearsed sales pitch over and over and over again? I will tell you, nobody. Remember, people hire people. Your quirks and your personality are what make you so unique and appealing to potential clients or business partners. So when people ask you about what you do, just simply tell them. It's like one sentence, right? Don't worry about having the perfect sales pitch or trying to make yourself sound amazing or impressive, right? Just simply say, I help X with Y. Like, oh, I'm a copywriter and I help business owners with their copywriting and marketing. Or I'm a health coach and I help busy professionals take better care of themselves. See how quick that is, right? You're not trying to impress or woo anyone. You're letting them know what you do and then you're asking them, hey, what about you? And they might think, hey, that person is really cool. I would love to chat more with them later. So don't overthink this part. It really is so simple. All right, now on to tip number 4, focus on growth. Remember, people are at these events to learn something new or to grow or advance their business in some way. And that's ultimately why you should be there too. And when you have that mentality that everyone is here to be a student and they're all here trying to learn something new, it makes it a whole lot less scary to engage and participate. Because all of a sudden, everyone is on the same level, no matter who you are, no matter where they are on their business journey, no matter where you are, whether you're brand new or you've been at this for years, right? No one is better than you. No one is intimidating. No one is beyond your reach. You are all there in the same room with the same purpose and goal to connect and to learn something. And I can almost guarantee you that you are not the only person there who is feeling a little bit nervous. And if you're feeling nervous and you're only thinking about yourself, you're forgetting that there are so many other people out there who are feeling nervous too. And if you just go up to people and talk to them and think, hey, maybe I can make someone else feel a little less alone and a little bit more comfortable, how amazing is that? I mean, you will be like their hero. And steering that mindset into your brain before you walk into the room will go a long way in building your confidence. Just go in there making everybody else feel great. All right, now tip number 5, and this is a big one, ask questions. This is such a no-brainer, right? If you are ever struggling to have a conversation with someone, all you have to do is ask the person you're talking to a few simple questions to get the gears going, right? And these can be questions about absolutely anything because people love to talk about themselves. It's the easiest thing for us to talk about, right? And of course, there are these business classics like, what do you do? How did you get into that? Oh, do you come to events often? Hey, what did you think about that talk? Or I can already tell I'm going to be implementing XYZ as soon as I get home. What about you? So ask questions, listen, ask questions, listen, Simple, right? When you ask good questions and really listen to the responses, it almost automatically lends itself to another question or them asking you something, and then you get that back and forth going, and it just makes it so much easier. But remember, you don't have to keep it strictly professional. In fact, I've had some great conversations at events that weren't about business. So asking a person, about what they do outside of their business is a really great way to make connections, and those are likely the conversations that you remember the most. So you can ask things like, so where's home for you? Do you travel a lot? Do you have any kids or pets? What's your favorite thing to do outside of business? All right, and last but not least, tip number 6, and this is a big one, follow up. Some of the best conversations you have with connections are after the event is actually over, when you have more time and space to have in-depth conversations with people, right? This is when things like after parties can be a huge advantage. Sometimes the best conversations are outside of the event room. So if you ever attend an event that offers an informal networking after party like Posse Fest, make sure you go. That $1 million client that I told you about earlier, I actually met at an after party of the event that we attended. And anyone that you connect with that you would like to continue a relationship with in some capacity, make sure to get their social handles or even their email address or phone number if that makes sense. Add them on social media, follow them, shoot them a quick message like, hey, it was so fun to meet you at Posse Fest. I'd love to have a virtual coffee chat sometime to learn more about your business. Something as simple as that can go a long way. And even better if you can take a selfie of yourself and the other person at an event, like snap a selfie, and then send it along in a text message or a DM to really make it personal. I hope these tips will help you navigate your next networking event with ease and confidence. And if you want to attend the marketing event of the year, connect with like-minded people and learn all the skills and tools that you need to build your business this year, then what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the link in the description box below and join me at Posse Fest Live. My team and I are putting so much time, energy, and love into this event to make sure it is the best event of the year, and I would absolutely love to meet you there in person. I will see you next time with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here, and you can click right here to get a free gift. Learn this copywriting skill, and I promise you it will become your secret superpower for making more money this year. Even if you think you hate selling, even if you think you are a terrible, terrible writer, and even if you think you have zero experience in sales. Can you guess what it is? Keep watching.